Hey everyone, how's it going? So thanks for tuning into my video. I really appreciate it. And today I'm just going to talk about going back to school. When you don't have a degree and you're not in school anymore and you maybe have your own business or whatever, there'll be many people who will just tell you to go back to school, whether they know why you left or why you didn't. And there's so much emphasis from society that school is important and that everyone should go to school, because if you want a good job you have to go to school, or that's what people believe in. And for some that could be true, like if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or something like an engineer, then yeah, you should go to school and just spend all that money to get a degree. But then for most of us, when people are young, they usually don't know what they want to do, and so they just go to post-secondary because that's the norm. That's what people expect them to do, or maybe their parents just want them to go to school. And I think that's not the best option because, well, for one, school is pretty expensive. Even if you just go to college, that's still pretty expensive, because there are other ways to just educate yourself that are just way just cheaper and just more useful and applicable to the real world. And number two, people go into debt just to go to school, and many of them, they don't realize how much money it actually is until they're finishing school, and then they see how much they have to repay back each month and what the total is. And then they end up just really unhappy and just not in a good place because they might have just taken too much student loans out, because that's the only way that they could pay for school. And so that puts enough stress on people, whether they're still a student or they're done school and just paying back their student loans. And number three, I don't think that's going to school, you don't really gain that much experience. Even if you're studying business, the courses, they're both business, but a lot of them, they're not that practical, or they're not that up to date with what's really going on in the real world today. Like, there's so much businesses on social media and marketing and communications and that kind of stuff. And enough people with those businesses, most of them, they don't learn their skills from school. They learn it like on their own time and just by other people who are successful. And there are enough those businesses that people just run by themselves. You know, if you need to work 40 hours a week, they can just travel, do whatever they want. And they have the lifestyle that most people also want. And most of them, they didn't go to school just to do that. And another thing is that even if you want to be successful, school isn't the best option for that. Because even if you do have a degree, many people have a degree, even something useful, but then they can't find a job that they want, or a job that has the pay that they want. And so there are many people nowadays, they have like a degree in business, but then they're working at Starbucks as a barista, making minimum wage. And I don't really think that's what people intended. Most people, they go to school because they're just lost and they don't know what they want to do. They think that going to school will help them just find themselves and just find what they want to do in life. And many people, they go to school for years and years, but they're still lost, they're still confused, they still don't know what they want to do. I have many friends who are older than me, they're in their late 20s, and they're still in school, still lost, depressed, unhappy, they're not sure what they want to do. They just think that the government is just screwing them over. And well, that's a nice way to put it. And I think that because society places such an emphasis on education and school that people feel pressure to go to school to make people happy, or because that's what they think that they're supposed to do. But there are other ways to just educate yourself and have a good future and a better life without just having a degree or going to school. There are many like online courses that you could take. They're more practical, applicable, especially when it comes to like coding or just doing something related with like websites or tech or social media or just like investing and finance. You can learn enough of those just by yourself on your own time, just from books or programs that many people could take and have become successful from them. Most people, they go to school, finish school, and after that they just stop learning. But I think that when you stop learning, that's the day that you start dying. Because if you truly want to be successful, you have to keep learning every day. You have to keep growing. The most successful people I know, they didn't go to school or they didn't finish school. So there's always people telling you to just go back to school. And I don't think you should tell people that. Because in today's age, school just keeps getting more expensive. And a lot of people have degrees now, so it's kind of just often inflated. Even if you want to go to school to get a good job, that's still not the best way. Because many people during school and they don't have the real world experience or they don't have the practical experience. They don't have the people skills. They don't go out and network with people. And they're not as resourceful as other people maybe that didn't go to school. Because for those who didn't go to school, many of them, they just open themselves to just talking to people, just getting to know people, just building relationships. And that is something that will just help you get a job faster and just better than just having a piece of paper. Because in the end, it's the experience that counts, not what you studied. And to just further that, it's also about who you know, not what you know. And so I find that enough students, they don't open up themselves to just meeting new people or just learning some things and people just from outside school. I think that school is the only option, the only way, but that's only a tiny part of it. It's better to just have the real life skills and you just have the people skills to just succeed and just do well in life. Let me know if you have any ideas or thoughts or anything that you want me to talk about next.